In this setup video, I'll show you how you can create this drill system. And with the HUD messages and the off and on sign. Show you exactly how you can set this up. You can purchase the scripts and assets on our Patreon, and it will look exactly like these drills in here. On our Patreon, you can find this folder. You just need to unzip it, and this will include all of the assets and scripts that we're going to use. So just select all of the U asset files, Ctrl C, go to Show and Explore, go to a assets file, and in here you'll see all of the assets. Now this is going to be used to display the coins of the player. You can change the colors. For example, if I wanted to gray and make this one just a bit darker, like so, then compile it. You'll have that. Then go to the first Explorer. You can open it like this. And then just create two new files. One will be the persistence manager, create empty. The other one will be the script and create empty. Now the persistence manager, just open this one, copy everything, and then just paste it in Visual Studio. Paste it in here. And the other one, the shop script, is this file. Just paste it in there. Then you just want to click Build First Code, and you'll see this first class appear. And we're going to add all of these things later. First, we're going to focus on creating the drills. So just go into the name of your project, create a new folder called drills. If you're using hats, you can find some hat bundles just online, and you can add those directly into the VFX Power Up device. I'll show that later, but this is just if you're going to create your own drills. So just create a new material. I'm going to make a hard drill. Open it. Add a particle color. Select the RGB, this will be the base color, and then add a texture sample and select the A, this will be the opacity. Or first just change this to translucent, and the A will be the opacity. Then for the texture sample, I'm just going to use a heart like this. You'll see that it has added it. Then you want to make sure that it's compatible with Niagara. So just check this. You can save it. Then we're going to make the Niagara system. So you can find it here, or go to FX and then select Niagara system. We're going to use the fountain. This one, just click create, and I'm going to name it Hard Drill Niagara. Open this, select this one at the top, and for the material we're going to use the heart. You'll see that it's putting a lot of. You'll see that we'll have this fountain effect of hearts, and we can disable that by going into add velocity and just unclick this. And now they'll all stay at the bottom. To make it spread out more, we're going to the shape location, and I would set this to like 100. You'll see it spread out. Then for the color, you can go into initialize particle, and I'm going to make it a red color. And I'm going to change the spawn rate to 4. We can also change the size and the lifetime. So if you set it to random, it will just generate a random number between these two variables. You can also set it to direct set. It will only be this one. You can change the size if you want. You can also set it to uniform, and then they'll be bigger. If you want to change the location, so right now we're going to use, I'll just save this and then show you in a second. We're going to use the VFX power up device. And it has the option to set it to the base, the center, which is like the center of the body. But if you're going to use hats, you want to set this to hat. And then in the VFX drills, this one, it might not be perfect. So you can change the offset to set this to like 1 or 2. So it'll be a bit higher than just the head, because else it will just be spawning at the nose or something, but you want it to be on top of that. So just change this offset. But we're not going to use that because we just need the trill. And you can also change the gravity. I'm going to disable this. So now it'll just spawn like this. And to see how it looks in game, you can just drag this in your play space. And if we're going to set it to center, it will just be a Fortnite character here, and then the particles at their center. So now we have this one. We're going to set it to infinite effect duration and respawn, set the time to 0, no ambient audio. We'll add the heart and we'll make sure to set it to center. And make sure persist is, on elimination is on, but it doesn't actually work, so we have some verse to fix that. Make sure we can see this power up set to all, and is effect visible, make sure it's on. So what we're going to do now is set up the shop itself. First we can add the player spawners in here, like so. And we can also add a sound effect, so just grab your audio player. And you can select one of these or import your own. I'll just do a random one. Make sure it can be heard by a set to instigator only. Play location, local player. And then you can select it in here. So this is if someone purchases something, it will play the sound effect for them. Then we're going to add the pop-up dialog device. And then the title is just the name of the drill, so I'll make it hard drill. Content language, leave it centered. The description will be the price, so I'll make it 50 coins. Response type set to 2 buttons. You can leave these text, it will just be overridden by the widget blueprint, so it doesn't matter. Then you want to add a button. This will be used for players to open up the menu. So just change the interact time. No trigger sounds, oops. You can change the text. Radius, it's a bit much. This. You can also select one of these meshes. so. This will be just button. And then we want to go into the dialog device, go to show, and select the purchase button. And then just click on interact. We're going to add 2 triggers. So just select the trigger device, copy it. This will be the purchase trigger. This will be the equip trigger. Select both of them. You can uncheck this. Uncheck this. And the first button, will be the equip. I'll show you. Go to the assets. So this is the first button, the buy. So we're going to select the purchase trigger, add an element for trigger, and then just search for the dialog device and on responding button 1. And for the other one, you're going to select the trigger and then pop-up dialog device on responding button 2. And if you want to copy it, just select this and copy all of it, and then just make sure you have 2 VFX powered devices. I'm just going to quickly make another drill. I'll just duplicate this and name it trophy drill limits. And then just like so. And also duplicate the Niagara. And then just change out the material and the color. I'll just make it a gold, just like this. Now I'm going to duplicate this. This will be trophy VFX, be the art VFX. And then in here, just select the trophy drill. Make sure it's also set to center. Then what we're going to do is copy this one and name it Run VFX. And then in here, just select clear. So there's no custom VFX. So what this will do is these VFX power devices, they have their own custom effect exclusivity index. So if you set all of them to 0 or the same one, then this will override the art VFX, and then it will just display no VFX, and we're going to use that to toggle the VFX. So make sure all of these have the same exclusivity index. Now we can go back in here, and the buy cosmetic triggers will just be the purchase and then the second. Just make sure you do it in order. Then the equip, the second. Then we're going to add a switch device. This is what players can use to toggle their own drill. So the initial state will be on. Make sure it's visible to turn it on. The text will say turn on your drill or hat, whatever. Drill. Like this. I'll do no sound. Make sure allow interaction is on. Oops. 0.5. And make sure store state per player is on. Then we can add the switch in here. I'll just close this. And the empty VFX will be the non-VFX. And we can start adding the trills. So I'll have 2 trills. The first one will be ID 0, then it will be ID 1, and so on. So 2, 3, 4, 5, whatever. The first one will be my heart, and I'll set the cost to 10. And this will be the heart VFX. I'll actually set it to 10 here as well. Make sure you have the same. This one will be 20. So for the second one, the cost will be 20. And I'll do the trophy here. So make sure these the cost matches with the description here. So now we've added the trills. Then we're going to add the stat creator. If you already have a stat creator for the coins, you can use that one. You can just leave this, you can just set this one to the stat creator that you already have, but we're going to make a new one. Set the stat name to coins, scope set to player, and you can leave the rest, but you need to make sure the user widget is the WP stat, and make sure it's set to show widget in list. You can change the icon, but we don't use it, and just turn off the turn on the persistence, so players their trills can be used in the next one. Their coins actually, I mean the coins. So just select the stat creator. Then we're going to add a trigger. Actually, we can just copy this one. Coins. So whenever you trigger this trigger, you are able to increase the coins of the player. And I'll set it to 50. Actually, I'll just add a quick button. Will be to increase coins. 50. So I'll also change the interaction radius, but this will just be for me to increase the coins. So I'll remove this one. I'll trigger it when the increase coins button is pressed, like so. Then just make sure you add the trigger, and this will be how much the coins will be increased. Then we're going to add 3 HUD message devices. So I'll make the first one, change the settings. Make sure show for duration is on, and this will be how long it will display. So the first one will be the already bought. And I'll set the animations to none. And then the second one will be the buy success. The second one will be the buy success. And then just change the widget blueprint to buy success. The last one will be the not enough. So now we have the already bought, buy success, and not enough. And just leave these animations to none. Not enough, success, and already bought. And you can also set these messages, but for some they are overridden by the first code. So, and you can also change the assets for them, the colors, if you want to. Just change these colors here. And then just select them, not enough, the buy success, and the already bought. And we have everything in here. You can launch a session to try it. Make sure you actually go into the dialog devices and select the widget here. I forgot to show you, but when you've done that, you can increase the coins, and then people can purchase it. They will automatically apply it. You can also do the trophy. If you try to purchase again, give the notification that you can just equip it. Same goes for this one. So thanks for watching, and if you do have any questions, just shoot me a message on Discord, or preferably send it into the general chat in the Delta UEFN Discord server.